makes dumb jokes while he shoots his guns. Major Slack is lots of fun.
Major Slack Attack.
Hey, wait a minute. There's no guns in this game.
Shut up, Pee-wee.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for joining me again. Let's walk through some more Witcher 3, and here we are in Oxenfurt. We're about to take on the Pyres of Novigrad mission. This takes place, of course, in Novigrad, and we're going to make the acquaintance of the lovely and vivacious TRISS MERIGOLD. Alright, so that's our destination. Let's just take care of a little bit of business here. I like to sharpen up my swords and polish up my armor.
Taking a peek at my wares here.
There we go. Sharpen the sword. Polish the armor. Done and done. Calm down, calm down. We're on official business. And our inventory is nice and empty. Let's put Geralt in walk mode. Although we will be doing a lot of running around. My first time through this section of the game. Fair warning, there is a crap ton of backstory. Lots and lots of backstory coming up. And yeah, my first time through this section of the game, I was just so frustrated because I'm not a big fan of backstory. But when I just finished, you know, taking all the notes to do these walkthrough videos, I had a lot more fun. I was actually quite intrigued by everything. I guess because I knew what to expect, and I wasn't like, you know, screaming at the monitor every 5 minutes going, when are we gonna get into battle? For fuck's sakes, let's do some combat! You know, like that kind of thing. And I just, you know, calmed down and settled back, and yeah. You know what, since we're going to be doing a lot of running around, and I've discovered that it's actually a lot easier to run around Novigrad on foot than it is on horseback. It's just a lot more convenient. But Geralt tends to run out of stamina all the time. So, we have the werewolf decoction in our possession, the manuscript or the torn out page or whatever they call it, right here. Alright, we're only missing hop umbles, and we can easily buy that off a herbalist. The thing is, the werewolf decoction, just like any decoction, is going to bump up our toxicity to 80, and it's not going to leave any room to take any other potions without overdosing. So, to alleviate that problem, what we can do is put a point into acquired tolerance, right? This skill right here in the alchemy skill tree, acquired tolerance. For every known level 1 alchemy formula, you know, it increases your maximum toxicity by 1. And I currently know apparently 63 potions and formulas. So that's going to bump up my toxicity to actually 73. So it's going to bump up my toxicity to 153. And you should be somewhat in a similar position if you're following this walkthrough. All we need is an ability point, and we can get an ability point for free by going up to this place of power right here. This is a gimme. You don't have to do any combat to get there. All you have to do is just get there, alright? So we're going to go running through Novigrad, up this main street, discover a signpost there, go across the big land bridge, and go around this big, long road, like right around there, okay? That's the easiest way to get up there. It's kind of complicated to go this way, and there's cliffs there. So the easiest way is just follow this big road here, all the way up like that. Turns into a dirt road here, go along that dirt road. You go through a doorway there, and all of a sudden you're into this big area where there's all these eternal fire worshippers, and there's an altar in the center and the temple right there. And right behind the temple is the place of power. So that's the plan. Let's do it. Let's put a marker where our first stop is, right about there, so that we can, you know, kind of like remember where we're going. Alright, so let's go for a little run. Work on Geralt's cardio. And you can see my yellow stamina bar bottoming out there. Like I said, this will be a lot more, let's put him in run mode. This will be a lot more convenient when we're using the werewolf decoction. Our stamina bar will stay full all the time. Okay, so discover a signpost. Let's make sure we're on the right track here. It's so easy to get lost in Novigrad. We just go up here, get on the big main road here. Here, this is where I want to be. Go across the land bridge. Out of the way, people. Coming through. Official business. Sorry. There we go. So this should put us right where we want to be on that big curving road that goes around. I'm going to call this the North Island, North Novigrad, okay? So we're going to go on this big curving road that goes around there, right? That's what we're going to do. It's pretty easy to follow. Once you get here, just stay on the cobblestone road there. Okay, and just past the very convenient signpost, Elector Square. Alright, and like I said, the cobblestone road runs out. Kind of turns into a dirt path right here, dirt road. Follow the dirt road all the way up to the top. Go through the door, and boom, here you are with all the worshippers of the eternal fire. Beep, 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 beep. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Yeah, and there's your requisite greeting for that noise. Hang a left to go along the dirt path here. You find yourself the place of power. It's a gimme, like I said. No combat involved. Right here. Get it. Get yourself a free ability point. Let's go to the character screen, to the alchemy skill tree, and to acquire tolerance. This is the fourth one here. Plunk a point into that. Now, a couple of things I want to swap out here. Delusion is going to be useful for the next little bit, so let's swap in Delusion. And let's swap in acquired tolerance for now. We'll swap out muscle memory. This gives us 15% more attack damage, but we can do without that for now. We're going to shortly open up a new slot here once we level up to level 12. Alright, and that'll be at the end of the Broken Flowers mission. Alright, so next 3 missions. This is the Pyres of Novigrad we're doing. Following that will be Novigrad Dreaming, and following that will be Broken Flowers. Once we finish the Broken Flowers, we'll be up to level 12. So that's that. And I should have shown you that. You saw that my maximum toxicity was at 100. Now that we've plunked this in, acquired tolerance, we slotted it, you can see my maximum toxicity is now at 153. So that'll allow us to take a decoction, which will bump it up to 80, plus 1 or 2 potions without overdosing. Alright, so that's the whole point of that. So all we have to do is just make the werewolf decoction, and for that we need hop umbles. That's the only missing ingredient. We can buy that from the herbalist, which we're going to visit shortly. Alright, let's get back to town. Ta-ta, lunatics. See you in the funny papers. Pun intended. Yeah. Coming through. Okay, going back on down to the Electors Square signpost. Let me just put a waypoint on it so I don't go blowing past it. Okay, Pyres of Novigrad. First stop is right here. Visit TRISS in her house. So let's fast travel to the Hierarch Square. And this is one time where the dotted line in the minimap, or what I shall now refer to as the GPS, actually works. So just follow your GPS into this courtyard here. As soon as you go in, there's a cutscene.
Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Okay, you have 2 choices, right, Geralt? Picking your nose. Stop that slack. Sorry. Get lost. Now, I said I was going to be a cantankerous son of a bitch to try to inject as much combat into this walkthrough as possible. But here, there's no point. The outcome is exactly the same. You don't get any XP for fighting these guys, and it's a fist fight. I can't stand fist fights in this game, so let's just talk.
Not here for the loot. Interested in the sorcerers who lived here.
We're supposed to believe that.
Yeah.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you gotta get there through the sewers, but you gotta enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves gotta pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king? Crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone call for me. Wonder why.
It's Menger.
Temple God.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitchy shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
What's your point?
I ask the questions, Witcher. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them, Novigrad's no place for your kind.
You got nothing on me, copper.
I haven't done anything wrong.
But you will. Sooner or later, your sort always causes trouble. And this city's mine to protect. Mine and the eternal fires. Nothing I can do to you now. But just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake, it's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it. And when I do, it'll be standard procedure. Like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
Ta-ta, King Lunatic of the Eternal Fire. Cuckoo, cuckoo. See you in the funny papers. Alright. So, ask a beggar or follow a thief. We're going to ask a beggar, but first, let's do a little looting. I'm good with that.